So it's Patrick Smith again here at the West Virginia Game Developers Expo 2018, here with Dr. George Landon from Eastern Kentucky University. How are you this year, sir?
Just great, doing great.
So tell us about your program for people who haven't heard about it or any changes you've made to the program.
Sure, so we have the EKU Gaming Institute. We have, we're actually 47th in the world again this year, ranked by the Princeton Review for
Fantastic.
Game design. And that's been our third year in the top 50. We have a computer science degree with a focus in interactive multimedia, which is games, game development. We have a minor in game content design, which focuses on art, the art aspect of games. And just recently we've offered a new class in environment design, and the students in that class developed a game around an Appalachian mining town, and which developed into Mine 18, and that game was submitted to the E3 College game competition. And it was a top 5 finalist, so our students were able to go out there to California and Expo, to show their game on the floor of E3.
I was at E3 this year, and I did see your all's game, and I even remember seeing Nintendo come around and talk. So how did that come to fruition, basically?
So I think they're always looking, the judges for this. So there were 400 other schools who participated, and part of the instructor who taught the class, Jonathan Hale, he wanted the students to make sure they made the game about something about themselves. So they really brought that in, something about where they're from, and that really stood out, I think, in the judges' minds, because a lot of student games kind of run together, and some feel the same, and this one's different. It's a very different feel for a game, and it has much deeper content, I would say. So that, as that developed, we were able to submit that, and we developed it in the Unreal Engine, so it graphically looks nice and plays well, and so that was 15 students in a class working on that game.
So speaking of the Mine 18, this is Nick Tiemeyer, which is one of the students who was actually on that project.
Yep.
Nick, tell me a little bit about the development of that game, why you walked in with that game, how it worked, that type of thing.
So this past semester, it was the first time that we had an environment design class. It started off as one of those where in our curriculum, it's really focused on programming, and there aren't a lot of art or sort of classes where you focus on creating sort of a personal project other than your capstone, which is your senior project. So with the environment design, we knew that we wanted to work in Unreal. So we wanted to create just an area that was pretty. We wanted to just make a really nice looking level, which, anyone that has done game development, that's sort of what Unreal is known for.
Sure.
So from there, we wanted to pick an area that was local to us. So we wanted to represent Appalachia, which is generally represented poorly, I think, in most media. So we wanted to show off the fact that it's really pretty, and that there are also, stories that can be told, and just show it off, something that's local to us, and make sure that it's represented well.
Okay, great. And so Dr. Landon mentioned you all got accepted for the as a finalist for E3.
Yeah.
Tell me about the experience of going to E3.
It was really crazy. It was kind of a whirlwind towards the end of the semester. We had already pretty much wrapped up the project, and Dr. Landon brought the college game competition to our attention and told us that we needed to enter. So from that, we needed to gamify the environment that we had made. So we added some story elements, some collectibles, an unlockable map that you open up, and we submitted that, and we're one of the 5 finalists. So we got flown out to LA and displayed Mine 18 on the floor at E3. We were within earshot of Nintendo. It was crazy.
Yeah, surreal.
Yeah, definitely. And we actually have a talk that we're going to be doing that should end up on YouTube more about our experience.
If all goes well, it'll be up on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Nick.
My pleasure.
And congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
So tell me more about what EKU has to offer somebody at your all's institution.
So we really push outside of the classroom to work on games. So we help facilitate that through 3 game jams every year, and also student groups. We have an IGDA chapter, as well as Aurora, which is another game development group. And our students meet at least once a week, and they work on additional projects outside of class, which is really important for games to work outside of class, to keep working on games.
Sure. So if someone's interested in possibly pursuing a gaming degree or something in the field at EKU, how are they getting more information?
So the best way is through our website, gaming.eku.edu. There's a contact form there. They can get a hold of us. Twitter as well. You can reach out through EKU Gaming INST, Gaming Institute.
Sure. Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you again.
You too. You too.